does help if I'm not muted as well. So all of that, yeah, game sound was coming through speakers. So yeah, that was not good. So anyway, as you can see, we've got courseplay. Thanks to Farmer Dad for pointing it out. And we're going to go to here and try and remember how this worked. No. Settings, load. Where's load? There used to be a symbol there, didn't it? Ah, that was it. So first off, I want you transport load to start. Yes, that will be fine. Load silo. Load course. Yes, load. We're going to try this course out and leave it going. It is kind of messed up. It's got soybean in here at the moment, so you can drive. And that's... Hopefully it will go to the... The idea is that it goes to the port, sells the grain, or whatever it's got on board, and comes back. Done, dusted. So we'll follow this. Now, I was going to stream earlier, so what I had done, let's go inside there. No, let's actually zoom out. See, this is how you should do map previews, I guess. You could set a course, drive around the map, set waypoints or pause points, so you could talk about that specific area and then unpause it and off you go. Why are you coming up for Discord when I'm not even logged into... Well, I'm Discord is on, but I'm not actually in a channel. Weird. So I was... Before I went out this morning, I'd been baling some... doing some baling, and I had mowed that grass up there. As you can see, some bales up on top of that hill. I would point, but you won't be able to see. And field 16 I'd been baling, but so far through field 16 I had to stop and go out, rush off out, daily stuff, like going and doing exercise, the bad things. And so I was out doing that and didn't get back until extremely late. And by the time I got back, it was too late to stream, and I needed to go back out to do one last thing. So it was definitely, streaming was definitely a no-no. And I completely forgot during this point that the game had been running all this time. And what I didn't know is the game had been running on a faster speed. I must have caught it in my in my rush to get out the door. Yeah, that. Well, you go around the corner, didn't see it. Nobody saw a thing. There's no evidence that happened, unless you rewind the video. But anyway, so yeah, came back and it was 8 o'clock at night, or almost 8 o'clock at night, to be honest, and the grass had started growing, so basically I could hardly see the windrow, so therefore I could hardly bale it. Well, I could have baled it, no problem, but it was not good, let's put it that way. So I forgot which way was the sell point, so I just took this way, and it was like, hey, it's over this way, I'm sure it is. But I just placed the sell point. I didn't, I just created the map. Map creators don't always necessarily know where everything is on their own maps. So at least he got through there fine. Hey, Armor. So when we go to field 16 and you see all the grass in the field, that's why. Note to self: don't leave the game running while you're out. And if you do, make sure it's either on pause or it isn't on a faster speed than 1. So that seems to be working, and so I know it doesn't work at the other end, because I know before he even gets there I made a mistake. But all of this looks good, and I don't have him go back down the main road. He goes the back way back to the farm. The idea being that if I decided to bring anything up this way, I could have everything else detour back down here. The only place that would become an issue would be anything coming from the port going back, so I could have multiple things going at once. And I wanted to use Courseplay for something, not for that. That's just screaming. Courseplay doesn't like that, and I don't want to do the screaming contest either. Although that might have been screaming contest, then the dog even jumped at that point. So yeah. Poor dog. And anyway, so when we get back to the farm, we will go into the cab and just follow it along. You haven't got your beacons on, mister. That there isn't a thing. Oh, there again, you're not on the road, are you, theoretically? But I always thought in transport mode they put the beacons on regardless, at least in 17. Maybe I missed that part out and they don't. But anyway, the task today is to finally get the sunflowers harvested, which means a corn header needs to be brought in, or a sunflower header go with the corn header, which we will lease in, because we have no reason to keep a corn header in on the farm, because we're not going to be doing corn again for a while. I was originally going to do loose silage, but decided that I'd do actual wrapped bales and stress test the map and FS19 with how many bales can I get before the FPS take a complete shit, and the game goes yep, good night. As long as my computer doesn't say good night first, then I'm good. I'm all happy for that. But directly ahead, we need to harvest that field. We need to reseed the fields. Didn't hit the tree. Perfect. And we'll be doing cash crops, which sheep need water as well. And we're going to actually stop this course here, because what he'll do is he'll just stop here. He won't go any further. He won't go and park underneath the spout and wait for new orders. He'll just sit here, like, you want me to do something, and that's it, So I know this end of the course is bugged, but we will cancel that and park the trailer up. It was you see, because I'd originally planned to do this on as a stream, that's why I've gone with this game. But it was, had I not planned for the stream earlier, I would have most likely been in production line right now, because it got an update. I haven't read what the update is, but where are we going? We're not meant to be going that way. Or some backing up, reversing skills here, And even better is that we've just scratched the paintwork. See, we're getting here as close to the wall as we can we didn't scratch the paintwork. It's just been fidgety and doesn't like the idea of being close to the whatever. See, you had me thinking I'd scratch the paintwork and you was lying all that time. The hell's sticking out here? Enjoy the flight stick. Right, so we have enough money for a pickup, which I will be buying, because apparently we can't get any more eggs because this is the amount that we can have. Bug? Maybe. Hey David. So yeah, we will be buying a pickup. I know the Retriever is perhaps the better one to go for, but thinking this, actually fine, we'll go with the Retriever. Can't change its colour. We're not going to lease it, we own it, because this will be our, don't do it like that, we'll go to the actual store and find it there. It's a lot easier to jump to. And we definitely want drive control to be active. How big's the back end on this? Okay, so we get a few seats. Definitely a few seats in there. A couple of seats to chuck the kids in the back, or just chuck them on the roof. It doesn't really matter, does it? Throw the eggs in the back and the kids on the top. Be perfect. Alright, off to the farm and we go. This thing moves. I think I prefer this over the pickup. We should definitely race these. 97 kilometers per hour. Jeez, this thing could take off. Whoa, any power slides, awesome. That was completely intentional, I'm telling you that now. Don't ask me to try and do it again though, because yeah. Ooh. So we could don't climb the frames, the bars. We could get what, 8 in. Racetrack time, absolutely. I like the fact they power drifts as well. Or drifts, not power drifts, but they again power drifts as well, I guess. That I'm just going to mess that up now, aren't I? Just drop it there. Most people wouldn't care how these eggs go in. You're only selling them. Chickens will make plenty more. I just don't understand why I could only have 6 boxes. You know, that just, when I had looked at it over, you know, okay, now I've got an extra box because what? But I was getting messages saying that it was all full, because originally I'd had them all piled here, and then I moved them over to here, and I'd fast forwarded from 8 a.m. till well, basically until now, or just before 9 o'clock, and or no, 9 o'clock on the hour I'd fast forwarded it to, and it came up saying not enough room for eggs, and the eggs was over there, and now I've loaded them in there, there's a box appeared. Don't get that. I honestly do not get that. So does that mean that's a full box? Because chickens, in fact it should tell me, shouldn't it, if I look at it? Are you going to tell me? You're not going to tell me. Eggs 13 litres. Yeah, not good. Let's just fast forward time a minute and see if it suddenly catches up on the hour. Because I mean the grass has already grown, so we may as well fast forward the time. I mean the bales will already be hard to see. It'll be spot the bale. What I might do is just wrap the bales that are there and then remow the grass. Means that there'll be bigger windrows. No, it didn't catch up. Never mind. In that case, no, don't climb on the vehicle. I know it's sexy, but let's go and sell the eggs. Egg sell point is where is the egg sell point? No, not that one. This one. Bakery, farm shop, freight yard, port. So I could actually just send you off on the course and just have you, couldn't I? But then you'd be hitting a tip trigger and being told to tip, and you won't be able to tip. Never mind, we'll just go to the bakery. A nice little drive to the bakery. Oh, we'll go to the farm shop. But I could just imagine this thing on that. I'll have to port that map over now. Our farm sim Olympic map, just to see how this thing works on that jump. Forget everything else. I just want to know: can this jump that jump? Can it make that jump? And if it can, we'll retire from farming and we'll just make stunt maps. Whoa! Yep. And it would be interesting trying to get around the map, around the race track with this, because it just if the back end steps out, there's not really much you can do about it apart from hold on and either put your head between your legs or just kiss your ass goodbye, one or the other, whichever one you would prefer to do. Are they all gone all at once? No, they ain't. Oh. There's two still in there. You don't want these two? Or do they have to be lying down? They're not broken eggs. Might be now, they are. Don't worry. They're all good. Look. There. Perfect. Did you want them? Send it. They don't want these boxes of eggs. Right, let's drop you there. Awesome. Yeah, catch. See, you do want them really. Now they are officially broken and you've bought them, so good luck with that. They was broken upon purchase, not beforehand. Oh, send this on. It's we'll send. We could still send it. I mean, it wouldn't sell anything, but you just want to see how it would actually, if it would be able to make it there with because things like that can happen. Is that what you mean? Just for laughs, just for the shits and giggles, see if it could actually get there and get back without spinning or tipping over or anything else that is fun. We can definitely do that. We could even give it a bit of grain to take, because I'm sure this can take grain in the back, can't it? Or we could give it a bit of what have I got left? I haven't got soybean anymore, have I? Because I've just sold that. We got something. I know we got something. We got to have something. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll do that then. Let's see what we can. Let's see what we've got in here. Maybe. Does help if you're underneath it though. Right, we got wheat, barley, canola, no. Oh, we got sunflower, perfect. Wow, yeah, 460 litres to sell. Yeah, we'll do there. Of course, we want to press on this one, and then we want to go view and nearest, no, current drive. No, not that current. We want you on the nearest, actually, not that. Next drive. There, perfect. Gits and shiggles, okay. You don't need to worry, I don't care about harsh language. Well, here we go. Go in board or out, which one? You choose. On board, in first person, or external like this. By the way, welcome off key. It's been a long day. Hey, you're meant to go faster than that. 52, 54, 55, 6. Mm-hmm. Any view I like. Well, we'll go. What we'll do is we'll go with this view on the way there, and then the other view on the way back. I don't think it's going to go above 60, is it? 65, because I'm sure it's set to maximum speed is in here. Reverse speed, street limit speed 97. Automatic from course. Speed from recording. No, maximum speed. There we go. That's the one we want. Maximum speed. Yeah, I definitely want this to be racing. Just have several of these going around a course. There you go. Perfect. That's how you do it. Ooh. This thing gets up to speed quick. You completely miss the sell point, it's right there. Yeah, you're stuck now. See, that's what happens when you get overexcited like that. Yep, carry on. you did well. You can't actually tip it anyway, so oh well. We've learned something there. There's a tree, lots of trees. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. So, in this view on the way back. Ooh. Yep, now you're stuck again. This might be a bad way coming back. Yep, carry on. I think we may as well leave that open. I can foresee that being used a few more times, or having to stop the AI. where are you going? That's you don't want to be going that way. I know we like to sometimes keep our vehicles clean, but right, that go. Okay, this is kind of getting a little bit repetitive now and boring. So try and not spin anymore. That'd be a good thing. I know it's going to spin at least 3 more times. Yep, could see that one coming. Farm Rally 19. Should start charging for that as well. You know, that would be. He'll spin at the top here when he takes the right, because it was bound to happen. Could do that. Rename it instead of Riverview. It's Farm Sim Rally. Let's see, name. No, that was just uncalled for. And you don't. Why do you always have to turn right after you've spun? Why can't you just turn left? Wouldn't that make more sense to consider the part that's got the least amount of collision data on, and just turn that way to do a full 3 or to do a 180? That's a barrier, well, a hedge, but where are you going? You're going to back up there now? Okay. Oh, well, congrats, you made it back to the farm. By the way, pack your bags, you're fired. I want more capable, no, not capable, competent drivers to use this, because it's delicate. It's for selling eggs. It's a very, very delicate process, as we already are aware. So when we go out, we just stand on top of it. Seems interesting. Right, so we need you. We need to water. We need to give the cows some water. Not the cows, the sheep. Once we remember where there it is. Never mind, found it. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Absolutely. Right, so how are you off key anyway? I hope we don't have to give them 2 trailer loads. Otherwise we might have to go and do baling while this is filling up. Or not baling, wrapping. Because we'll be parking the baler somewhere else so we can remow the grass, so we can see where the bales and or where the windrow actually is at. Water this one. So give them grass, they're fine, but in order to be productive, they must have, I'm presuming, water and food, because they haven't produced a single pallet or bale of wool, but they've had food. And let's see, how much did that fill? Sheep, water. Yeah, well, we will be jumping over to get the baler while this is filling up, because I'm impatient like that. Right, you. I mean, I could carry on baling, I could just zoom out and just get the bales done. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to remow this grass. What's weird is now this has become a grass field. It's now recognised as a grass field. But the weird thing is I don't own this field, so it's all good. What the weird thing is, it's still saying it needs to be turn the engine off. It needs to be ploughed, which I don't get. If it's already been mowed, why does it need to be ploughed still? See? So does that mean now it's become a grass field? When it's mowed again, it'll be considered ploughed, or do you have to every so often plough a grass field now? Which is, I know, something some people had been asking for a while. We won't be using that. Let's go and give the cows, sheep, better still, the water, and then we can get the wrapper and go and wrap those bales and get them out of that field, or out of both of the fields actually, because we're going to need the big M. No, not I. You're very bored today. Yeah, Mondays are boring. They're again, so are Sundays. But at least with a Sunday you can stay in bed. Well, kind of. You tell yourself you can stay in bed. 99% of the time you can't, but we like to believe we can. It's nice to know that we've got the option to perhaps stay in bed that little bit longer, even though theoretically we haven't got that option, because something always happens when you try to do it. Like the kids go, I want my breakfast, or you get a knock at the door, or many other possible reasons as well. Unless you work on a Sunday, then, well, Sunday morning at least, then good for you. Wouldn't want to be you, but good for you. I'm good, thanks. I'm tired. Mondays are always the tiring days. You know, you're getting back into your routine. I much prefer a Tuesday, and I definitely prefer the Friday, and can't wait for the Saturday. Actually, I'm not that big of a fan of a Saturday, to be honest. Prefer the Friday. This feels very, very fucking slow now. And we're doing, what, 42 kilometres per hour? Why are we in kilometres per hour? hang on, that's just not right. Is it in here? Traffic, dirt, no. Automatic, no. It's going to be in this one. Yes, kilometers. We measure in miles and speed. Radio, always vehicle only. Reset vehicle camera, dynamic vehicle camera, hectares. I don't care about that. That can be in the euro, the pound, or the dollar. I don't care about that. Let's go with that. There we go. That's much better. I don't work in kilometers per hour. I work in miles per hour. Yep, we wish to open. So we've only got about 600 bales in here to wrap. Won't take long. Well, it will if we do that. Let's see if we can't just give it a slight nudge around. There we go. Yeah, the funny thing is we not that one, no, not that one. Which is the one to unload? It's this one, yeah? No, that one. Why is it that one? That just doesn't make sense. It wasn't that one last time. Anyway, it could have been that one last time. Just that turn. The funny thing is, my kids are now at the stage where the youngest one, he will get up at the crack of dawn sometimes. But if it's, say, the 6 weeks holiday, if he's allowed to stay up until, say, between 10 and midnight, the chances are he will stay asleep. And the eldest, doesn't matter what time of the day is, you have to wake him up. He would happily sleep all through the day if he could. So I'm kind of lucky that way. But did we just really nudge you out of the way rather than nudge you around? We don't want to nudge you out of the way. We just want to straighten you up a little, like that. There, see? Hi, Stardog. How are you, bud? Can't believe all this grass regrew. Well, not that it regrew, I just can't believe I left the game running, forgot that it was running, and more importantly hit the speed, the key 8, and sped the game up. It's going okay, just Mondays, you know. The boring days. So if you hit the bales more than 1 mile an hour, you literally just you end up playing tractor football with the bales, which could become a sport, I guess. Part of the Monkey Show Olympics. Tractor bale football. Oh, no, just tractor football or bale football. We will test it out on the downhill section. It's Monday all day. Hold what you got. I got a coffee. Well, actually, I haven't got. Oh no, I have got a coffee still. We was going less than 1 mile an hour. Stop that. Don't be nasty. So I got half a cup of coffee. Right. Yep. Works perfectly. There we go. New game invented. So we've got rally. We've got bale football. Bale football with tractors. Forget baling. Forget wrapping them. Just there you go. And we've got dodge the tree as well. That can be a sport, I guess. Depends on who you talk to. Yes, I want you. That's it. Almost made it look like that's how I wanted to go. With ease. Like that was intentional. Hard to believe so many bales off one little field where there isn't. Well, it wasn't fertilised whatsoever. It's going to be at least 2 loads. I haven't counted them, I'm not about to either. Yeah, definitely 2 or more loads. Right, gently does it, 1 mile an hour. There we go. We don't want to be blasting the bale across the map. Because I ain't going to look for it if it happens. What?
She needs a drink, she hasn't been drinking.
She has been drinking.
Has she?
Yes. But you can refill a bowl if it needs to be refilled. Okay, well you can refill it. Use the jug, don't take the bowl to the tap. Because I don't want the laminate flooring ending up becoming a swimming bath. And then screwing the flooring up. Shall we see who's in Discord? See if anybody's in chat. We'll go into the recording room though. And then anyone who wishes to jump in can do so. Because may as well. Hello, Armor. Oh. I would say you know I'm streaming, but you already know that.
I'm playing a new map, so...
You're playing on the map as well?
Yeah, but I didn't have the new fields.
Okay. What, you've downloaded the latest version? That was on
Discord.
It doesn't give you the fields?
Nope. Still have the same.
Okay, so that's obviously an older version.
Yeah, I think. But no, because the font yard is different. So
Yeah, I done the fields afterwards.
I have dirt. There.
You ain't leaving the house for. I wouldn't leave the house. I'd hibernate. In fact, we've got a windshield, a temperature decline coming here for the next 3 days as well. Meant to snow, and they reckon it's going to be deep, which means that as soon as the first snowflake hits the ground and sticks, the country will come to a complete standstill. And as soon as you stand in it and you can't see your ankles, nobody will know what to do.
The world is going under. It's not right now. And I live close to the road. 2 a.m. this morning, the snow truck go past.
Yeah, but you see, you have a snow truck. We don't. We go salt. Why? We don't need salt. We'll just sell it. We don't need it. It's never going to snow here. And if it does, it won't stick because it'll just rain, and then it'll be gone. You know, or it'll just turn to ice, and eventually it'll go. But so next 3 days they reckon it'll be snow, and if that's the case, then I won't be able to go out on my bike, and that's sad.
You can run.
I can run. Have you ever?
Could run.
Moondog is here. Have you ever tried?
Instead of bicycling, it's better cardio exercise than bicycling, actually.
Yeah.
So is swimming.
Yeah.
You can bicycle lift.
I hear there's a channel that you can swim across. People have done it. It's a little dangerous anymore, but.
Does it have sharks in there?
I don't know. There's probably sharks in all of the oceans, so I'm assuming the channel between England and France, or England and Ireland, has sharks. No, shouldn't. We were Boskin sharks. We'll have nothing too dangerous. Well,
Or
you asked
basking.
sharks. You didn't ask how dangerous they were.
Okay, man-eating sharks, tiger sharks, great whites.
Not as many. They're more of a warm weather, warm water.
Yep. My hand.
But tiger sharks, here's the best thing: tiger sharks is not eating people.
Well, tiger sharks are the basically the clean up the cleaners of the ocean. They will eat anything. But
if you tossed meat, armor, and like a pig and a car, it could eat any one of those items.
Or even the number plate of a car.
probably, especially that. It would go, ooh, dessert.
Thank you, Off-Key. Much appreciated, bud. They're the junkyard salvages of the ocean.
If you want a tasty shark meat, you probably don't want the tiger shark.
Yeah, I think the shark. I know great whites are renowned for attacking people, but
they're one of the friendliest because.
Yeah, but I I think the ones that are the most dangerous are the river sharks, because they.
The most dangerous is the hammer shark.
The hammerhead.
Right,
yeah. Not sure.
No, once they're aggressive, I think the great whites are more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But they don't want to be aggressive. Those sharks.
But tiger sharks as a pack would be very dangerous, because you've got a pack of I'll eat anythings. Actually, a pack of I'll eat anythings is what describes you and me.
There
so
you go.
Maybe we're not monkeys. Maybe we're tiger sharks.
Maybe.
How did this turn into insulting and
It did.
Hey, I insulted myself in that.
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't know if a tiger shark's an insult. That's sort of mean and nasty and.
So who eats the dog food? No one. Okay.
You're not tiger sharks then.
Well, no. If you're tiger shark, I'm thinking that the dog food might be a step up from some of the other stuff. So maybe I've actually tasted a couple dog foods.
Blue sharks are dangerous as well. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
16, isn't it? We go to. What's that? Great white sharks, misunderstood, or man-eating beasts? You decide. No, they're definitely misunderstood. I've watched. There's the guy, the team who actually did. I think it was done the recordings for Jaws, the first movie. I can't remember. I think they was on about that. One of the great whites got caught up in the nets, and one of the divers was cutting away the netting from around the shark's mouth and face and that, and they got the shark back into the ocean, and it never once tried to do anything, and there's a guy who swims with them and will do different shapes in the ocean around them outside of a cage, and but he said that you've got to know that when they start coming in closer, they're now getting curious, and it's like, get out of the water, this is ours, not yours. So appreciate their world, and don't take it for granted that it belongs to you just as much as it belongs to them. We don't live in the ocean. And it's true, bull sharks, yep, definitely dangerous. When we was in Blackpool, I said to the kids, should we go into the Sea Life Centre while we're here? And it was like, no, because they saw the picture of the shark on the board, and it was no, just no. And it's like, well, they can't get to you. You're in,
behind a 4-inch piece of glass that's not going to break easy. It's acrylic, so you're safe-ish.
And they haven't watched any of the Jaws movies, so they don't know about which one was it, whichever one it was in the Sea Life Centre. They don't know about that one, so it's not like they've gone. The sharks can get in, or they haven't watched Deep Blue Sea either.
Well,
they
only have to worry about if Dad tosses them in.
Yeah, there's that.
If you've been bad, you act up and you get sort of told, well, you're visiting the sharks.
Sharkondo. No, they haven't seen Sharkondo, but they did watch advertisements for the new movie that's come out for the shark with Jason Statham, the Megalodon shark. They was sitting there yesterday watching adverts for that, and I'm like, okay, and obviously been shopping today, and I'm like, there's that movie, but I'm not paying £20 for the damn thing. Not for something that's clearly a B movie.
Yeah, it's got A names in it, but it's not a.
Yeah.
Is it not that the Megalodon shark is the friendliest shark in the world?
It is.
Yeah, this biggest shark in the world.
You mean it was? It was. It's extinct.
It's extinct.
Oh, okay. People, they think it's real. They still okay.
I'm assuming there's a few in, say, Sweden, Norway, Finland area that may believe that they're still.
No, what is the deepest ocean place in the world?
Don't know.
Mariana Trench off the Atlantic coast.
I think there lives one down there.
You think, or people think in general?
Scientists.
Scientists. Well, scientists believe there's that mermaids.
But you can sort of go with the whole premise in The Hunt for Red October, where they've pinged the heck out of the Mariana Trench to run submarines through that area without anyone else knowing, and at which point, if they've done that, they may have come across something else too.
How could they make a movie of it if it was extinct? Well, that's a good point. So that means T-Rex and Velociraptors are alive. Oh shit! Run!
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't mind a Velociraptor as a pet.
That's possible. My wife has growled like the Velociraptor a couple of times.
And on that note, we'll change to something else.
You only have to worry if she growls at you. Okay.
Okay.
If she's hungry and she hasn't eaten, it's eating time.
She doesn't watch my streams, does she? At any point.
Well, she will start.
Because if she does, and I didn't say anything, Moondog. It's all Moondog. So if you want to growl at somebody, there's the person to growl at.
If she's going to growl at someone, she will growl at me.
Stardog started it because he said, "How did you make the movie?"
Yeah, but he didn't say anything about Mrs. Moondog growling. So, I know. I mean,
Oh, this is just normal British rail service, right? We're about to pass up the station. We throw on the emergency brakes.
hang on, you're playing train sim. You don't use brakes. You just carry on through. You wave with your middle finger.
Oh, is that how they do it?
I don't know, but that's how I would do it.
Well, I made the stop, but everyone on the train got the emergency stop from 75 to 0. And we made a perfect stop in the station, so
they're all in the first carriage now. Perfect. Plenty of space at the back.
makes exiting easy. They're all in one, area.
Oh no, don't drag me into your yeah, exactly. So if you get the blame at any point, Stardog, you can point your finger directly at Armor for bringing you into it and saying that you was the one that started it.
But he,
I would blame Armor. I probably will blame Armor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll blame Moondog as usual. Always blame Moondog. You went quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're bailing on this is Riverside.
Riverview. The name's in the title, Moondog.
Yeah, I was reading.
No, I know. Yeah, I left it running.
This is the one that I love.
What's there? The field.
This map.
Oh. I left it running while I went out because I was going to do the stream early, and I went out and I must have caught the button 8, which sped up the time, and I was out for a longer period of time than I expected. When I got back, it was night time, and it was like, damn! So all the grass had regrown, and because I was only going to be gone for like an hour, if that. And but yeah, happens. A lesson learned. So I was like, well, I may as well bail the ones that, or wrap the bales I've got there now, and then just remow the grass so I can see the windrow a lot easier, and bail it all in one go.
I left Peterborough, and I'm headed to King's Cross.
Quietly whistles whilst walking away from stream.
If you're going to cause trouble, own up to it. Just sit there and, what's the worst can happen to you?
You just turn around and go, wasn't me, it was Moondog. It's his fault, honestly.
That's possible.
And then he'll blame someone else, and someone else will blame someone else, and
Back and forth.
If I'm going to blame someone, I'm going to blame Sergeant Schultz, and that's it. Probably his fault. Knows nothing anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. So
Sergeant Schultz is the one to blame.
does Train Sim support Rail Driver Controller yet? That's your department. I have no idea about that game.
I'm not sure. And I'm playing Train Sim and running a train because of someone coercing me into showing a stream with all my stuff on it. And I'm like, it'd be cool to drive the train again. So I'm driving the train instead of just watching them. I won't comment on who directly sort of associated with that, but hey.
So does that mean you're going to end up doing videos or streams on you driving trains at some point?
Oh no, because I can't drive them well.
Who cares? That's a good point.
Learning curve.
I've done the same couple routes that BP's done, and I've done them one much better and one a little bit better.
And if I did a train sim stream or video, it'd be, yeah, you know that stop that we passed like 10 miles back there, we were meant to stop there, and you know, we'd stop.
And I'm about to do the same thing too again right now.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just
all these.
that's just
There's Roy and his kids as I zip right on by. Bye. Because I'm talking to you and watching. I was doing rather well with this.
see what happens.
You joined here.
Yeah, see what happens when you come in. You get all excited and happy, and you don't worry about those people. They'll be there on the way back.
So what you're saying is I should have been a crabby rail driver and be. Is that what you're saying?
Who's saying that? Armor?
British rail drivers are all crabby? Because you said I should just be crabby and.
I didn't say you should be crabby. I said they'll all be there when you come back. Or they can catch the next train, whichever one.
But I think the premise was that, the drivers are, because you said I got happy once I showed up. Like,
I didn't say that.
No,
that was Armor who said that you was happy. I was on about that you.
No, I said you shouldn't have joined then.
Well, exactly.
He said he's trying to blame us right now.
Let's. Should we drop this here and take that? Yeah, we'll take that one because this thing is a bit slow. Let's go. No, actually, you can stay connected. We'll go and get the fast track, which is somewhere here. Not the Massey, because that one's got skinny wheels and it just looks wrong.
Rust Belt map. I'm going to have to look at that.
I found another map, that Train Empire Rust Belt map. Rust. Well,
the Rust Belt is what used to be the steel area of like western New York State through Pennsylvania and into Ohio, with the lower region being lower Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia area.
Okay.
All the steel plants were in that area. Now it's the Rust Belt because the steel's all shipped out, but all the sort of plants are still there.
I take it you.
I live in the middle of it.
No, I mean I take it you haven't seen or aren't that into what's that? Yeah. You haven't seen production line. Is it again?
I have. I've got it on my wish list. I'm just waiting for, let's see, 5 more days for my birthday to see if any chance someone sees it on my Steam wish list and buys me a present. And that could go from my wife to, anyone that,
There you go, Armor.
Yeah.
You know what Moondog wants for his birthday.
The Rust Belt was named the Rust Belt, but it was originally the Rubber Belt.
The rubber belts. Why the rubber belts?
Goodyear, Bridgestone, Firestone.
Oh, okay. All the tire companies.
All the tire companies were in this area, and it was almost specifically Akron, Ohio.
Okay.
3 of the great big companies. Headquarters, and Goodyear is still located here. World headquarters. World headquarters now. They've got a mainland world headquarter and an international world headquarter, but yeah, they've still got.
He's posted a link in Discord for you.
Oh, okay.
Let's just put the headphones back up there. You was headed there, aren't you in Discord?
I was headed to Link.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at.
He was looking at the porn, really.
No, I was looking for the transport fever and find the.
Yeah, looking at the porn. I didn't say what kind of porn. I just said you was looking at the porn. Porn can be anybody's.
It's a good thing you're actually streaming, or I throw you out of your own recording room and mess with your recording.
Oh, that's That's a lot of sunflowers. I'm glad I'm not doing them. Or doing that field. I am doing sunflowers, but not that size field.
I wonder. Wait, I need to look. Yeah, I think I had all tree leaves, the forest leaves.
Okay.
Version.
Okay.
I think.
All the
Have a look.
within the mountains, it'll be all forestry leaves.
From far away, it looks green.
Yeah, so it's not then. If it's green from a distance, might as well clear this top end. Train pawn, exactly, train pawn.
Trees.
Well, that's what happens when you go into a forestry area. You know.
Maybe it's on the main farm.
What do you mean too many trees on the main farm? There's never too many trees on the main farm. There's not enough trees on the main farm. Ask Moondog, he told me to put more in.
Did I?
You mean you
I
didn't?
May have.
You may have.
I may
yeah.
have.
Yeah, may have.
In the main road. Report here from the main farm.
Okay, I'm definitely going to have to try this map. All right. I'll subscribe to it. Download.
Right, that's.
I think this map is pretty close to the same map that I'm already using, but what it is it's probably a little bit larger and a little bit more, not as much of the southern portion of the country. And if their Rust Belt map that they have on here is correct, it creeps into southern Michigan and northern Indiana, and I'm not sure. That might be encompassing the fact that a lot of the car production was up in that area too. I know there's still steel being produced or shipped into Chicago. My uncle, my step-uncles, was driving semi and carried rolls of steel from Chicago back towards Cleveland.
I hate pricing. Steel.
So, Stardog says, yes, I think so. Two, maybe more industry. Gary Indians, big time
Gary,
steel
Indiana.
Indianas. Oh, it
Big
says
time steel.
Indians. Okay.
Okay,
So
back in the day. Okay. Well, we have another monkey that lives really pretty close to Gary, Indiana. We won't throw Draco under the bus, but he knows it is. Hey, I could give out his address too, but he won't like that. I can give out your address. He won't like that.
Not mine.
No, not yours. Guard thieves.
We got some trash in there. And then he said it's never trash.
I'm moving country. I'm coming to live in your house, Moondog. That way, when you give out my address, you're giving out your own as well. I'm a bit more secure then.
I mean, I guess 2 more kids and a dog.
Exactly. A dog that doesn't like cats. Well, that gets rid of your cat problem. If you had a cat problem, that is. Did you have a cat problem?
No, I don't have a cat.
You don't, okay. Well, if you ever had a cat problem, in the future that would fix that problem, eradicate that problem from ever becoming a problem in the first place.
Well, all right. For anyone that's really wanting to know, Roy's address is Westminster, London, SW1A, 1AA, UK.
That what?
Westminster, London, SW1A, 1AA in the UK.
That is not
Right city.
That's what they have That's what they have the address as for Buckingham Palace. So, you know, I don't. After that, you know. Care of the Prime Minister. Stardog caught that right away. Good job.
That's why you have so much money, Roy.
Apparently. Damn, I better contact the wrong button, the Queen, and tell her I want my my money. I'm wrong button, that one. Yep. No, you've only used this thing a billion times and you don't know what buttons to do what on it. You see, I couldn't Google it either. Because I don't have the luxury of a second monitor. And I know most people be going, well, you're English, you shouldn't have to Google it. Uh-huh.
I didn't even know either. So.
But you're not English, so that, you know, people wouldn't be looking at you funny. They'd go, you're English, you should know the answer to that one. Yes, I should, if I cared, which I don't.
Well, what few people don't really realize is you are actually the Duke of York.
Ah, there we go.
It's all start now.
We need to see if anyone can pull that one out of their hat.
Start ugly.
I think I heard Taco Bell walk in through the back door. Yeah.
Walk in.
I have plotted your murder in Crusader of Kings 2. Sorry, man. It's nice knowing you, Roy. Back in a minute.
Oh well. When I get done with the stream, I will order something for dinner. Like chicken kebabs, like 3 of them.
Bus?
Bus? What bus?
One of you kids. Kör bus.
Well, at least he said bus. Could have been far worse. Because they're winding each other up. Am I getting withdrawal from GE yet? Kind of. Kind of. I've already spotted problems on that I want to eradicate. But I've been good and haven't been in the editor yet. That's all of the bales. Oh, I thought there'd be at least 2.5 trip bale loads up here, or trailer loads up here, but not so, which is perfect. Go and pick up 2 bales off 16, and then we'll get the header and go and do the sunflower while we get Moondog to use the big M and see how good he can do field 16. as long as he remembers not to try and drive through the hedges, which I'm sure he fully remembers. And I've just gone the wrong way.
Remember. Evan doesn't.
I just show back up. Are you referring to me?
What? I'm just saying. I just said that I'll go and pick up 2 bales out of the field, 16. Then I'll go back and collect the rest. So I've got a full trailer load to take back initially, and then once I'm done, I'll get the corn header, and I will get you to go and mow field 16 in the Big M.
Okay.
And don't drive through the hedges.
Why would I drive through the hedges?
Exactly. You remember not to drive through the hedges, so
I don't purposely drive through hedges. I have a comment on the fact that the hedges are closer than what they need to be.
hey, Stardog. So hang on. The hedges aren't closer than they need to be in the UK.
Are closer than what they need to be.
No, in the UK, in the UK and many other European countries, I am sure, they will take the crop to the hedge line if they have to. Every piece of land matters. No.
Oh, I get it, and I've seen. As you watch a movie, such, or even up here, whatever. That's the best I can do.
Mm-hmm.
You see some of these 2-lane roads out in the country of England, Scotland, and Wales and such, and they're not much wider than a single-lane road.
Yep. And when we was going to Hartlepool one day, we pulled over at a service station, and there's this farmer harvesting wheat, and the header is almost skimming the fence. Almost skimming the fence. That's how close he's got the crop planted, and you're like, yep, that's perfect.
Do you want me to come mow the fields? I would, but you're not on multiplayer right now, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. You missed your opportunity.
Oh.
He can throw it up almost pretty fast.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Because I'm not using. Well, I have got loads of mods active, but no mods actually in use, other than drive control. And I wouldn't need courseplay active. So yes, I could easily go. There we go. Done. So. Oh, that was nice, opening it up there. So the question is, do we want to see some multiplayer?
I can help you. I'm doing exactly almost the same. The only thing I'm doing is going back and forth from the field and the shop right now. Because I need to restart the damn map again.
I'll watch. I'm working, but I'll watch.
You're working, okay. Moondog went quiet, yeah. He's gone down. What did I get myself into?
No, I'm crunching through taco, and I don't think everyone wants to hear that.
Oh, okay. So, everybody's going to see my desktop while I get my mod.
All those carbs, poison.
All those carbs.
Carbs, crunch.
That one.
I had a double cheeseburger for lunch when I went in town. Threw the bun away and wrapped it in a low-carb tortilla. Good.
That one was done what?
I don't know if I like you anymore. You ruined the burger.
Oh, no. No, I went from 36 carbs to 5, you know?
Okay, someone's watching their diet here. That's fine.
I have to, unfortunately, because I did it for so many years.
You and the other Missouri guy.
Believe me, I have to because I didn't for my whole life.
Yeah. Zig is on a diet. Mrs. Zig has put him on a bit of a diet there.
Either that or continue to stick a needle in my stomach every night before bed.
Well, let's do the diet thing.
Yes.
All right.
No, it wasn't bad. I mean, insulin needles aren't very big, but still.
So theoretically, the only mod that you'd have to download is the map, which is now in on Discord.
Yeah.
And because drive control is the one that's on the server, I haven't updated it or anything. And that would be the only other mod isn't it? That's all that's needed.
Well, you have streamlined this, haven't you? It's down to
111 megabytes, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I took another 18 megabytes off of it.
What are you going to play on? Maple or Riverview?
Riverview. Because there's enough vehicles for everyone to do something. So what I should have done is actually just ended the stream and say, you know, I'll be back once we're back into multiplayer. That would have been the professional way to do it, but I'm not professional. I'm far from.
No, that is the super dressed way of doing it. Be professional. Show people that what you have to do to change over. There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yep.
Show people how to start a multiplayer without a server, dedicated server.
People want to know how to do this stuff. I mean, I showed everyone around the map, but I haven't shown them what I've done on the map that I'm playing in Transport Fever. I spent, what, an hour and a half showing
Yeah.
you specifically, and the other people that jumped in there, it didn't do a darn thing other than show the progress of what had changed.
It's a very impressive empire.
Yeah, for anyone that wants to go watch it, it's on YouTube and on archive in Twitch right now.
Yeah.
Deselect all of them.
Save. Quit.
I want obviously
Okay,
the
I need
map.
and what is the other thing that do I need anything else?
Yeah, just the drive control. What's it called? Enhanced vehicles or something like that.
I have that, yeah. I just
I'm
want to know
trying
which
to
folder I
find
should toss it into.
There is the enhanced vehicle. I will just leave it as that name. Don't need the password.
Because the map is private.
Mhm.
Only for your Discord.
Also
So.
accept auto save on or off. Off. On.
Nice of them to make a placeable out of that meth trailer, huh? Meth lab trailer.
Oh, wait, I was like, meth trailer? Wait a minute, wrong stream.
16,000. That's land.
Mods that you do have in here are the same ones that are on the sort of group.
16 to 1 meg. It's 25 to. Which one do I need for this? Is it that one? The 100 DSL 100 to 20
when I did
megabytes.
it, but we did it through my same internet. I did 100.
Okay, so I'll do that one then. Because they've changed that. Because it used to be, you know, it used to be up to 50. What was it? 50 megabytes. Now it's megabits. And it's like what? International, of course. If he asks you for a password, 1 2 3 4. Shit, I just said that on live. Never mind.
It's the password to your safe, isn't it, too?
It is. It is.
Okay. Just checking. Not that anyone's listening to any of this.
No, they've all fallen asleep by now. The armor's coming in. Oh, hang on. Tab. Can't tab. Why can't I tab? Because I have to create a farm. I have to create a fucking... Really? Because it's multiplayer, you have to create a farm before you can tab to any vehicles that... Does that mean that we're going to own all of them vehicles? That might be a problem. Main farm, yeah. So join main farm. There we go.
Yay!
Hey Jap, how you going? How you doing, bud? And let's pick that up.
Don't you have a fast track?
I'm using the fast track. I know you're a John Deere fan. There's a John Deere there.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm supposed to get used to the fast track.
Well, the fast track's in use.
Yeah, I know that. I think I traveled through all this a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
So that's fine. Use a stop and brake as well.
Why are you using stop and brake?
You need to release.
What? That's... Isn't that...
Okay, so that password, the 123 didn't work. The one for your safe, so use the one for your front door lock, 789.
Yep.
That seemed to work.
Okay, good. Good to know. At least no one knows the house alarm.
Well, that would be the one that's between it, right? 456.
Damn.
But it's Buckingham Palace. There's people outside watching to make sure no one just barges in, you know?
There is that, you know. There is that.
Well, that's not your ATM pin. You're cool.
Don't say that. You might know that one as well.
That's ABCD.
Yeah.
We'll go with her.
Okay, it's loading. Come on.
It's A plus T minus minus B. There's and then you know, there's one of the digits.
Up, down, left, right, corner,
Up, down, left, right.
corner.
Corner. There's a corner.
Yeah, you have 9 digits. Left is left. Left is 4. Right is 6. Up is 2. Corner is 9.
Okay. Once I'm the rest of the way in here. Connect to the...
Very slow.
Put the steering wheel back in front of me.
What?
Once I have the steering wheel sitting completely in front of me, because yes, it moves off to the side of the desk. You want me to start mowing?
Yep, you could go to field. There's field 5, or there's field whatever that one is on top of the hill. Field 47. So 5 or 47, either one of them.
Come on, you don't know the name of the freaking fields? You are the creator of the map. How do you not know which field is what?
I numbered them. That's all I did. I went, you can be number 1, you can be number 2, you can be number 3. Don't ask me where you are, but there you go. You. At least we don't have you know, double numbers or duplicate numbers rather, even. Because then it would be confusing. I'm off to field 6. Which one? There's 3 of them. The one that doesn't have wheat in it.
That's been possible to happen. So
It has. It almost has happened actually quite a few times.
well, and that's for each vehicle. I got to do that too, as I jump in here, don't I?
Yep, you do. So
You got to turn it on, so, because I didn't need to turn it on. So
yeah, it should be saved because any vehicles that I've gone into should have it switched on.
Okay, field 5. I think I know which one that is, but we're going to look at the map because he may. 5 is what used to be 4. Got it. All right.
this is how much we play on this map. We know the fields, the old fields. Hey Dan.
Hey Dan.
Oh.
Don't ask me why I went that way, but whatever. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
So this is Riverview with putting your own stuff on where the barns, where I should be, like all the ramp barns. this is all self-placed stuff, correct?
Yep, within the editor though, not within the game.
Okay.
So I haven't actually placed any of that within the game
Okay.
because I needed the coordinates.
All right. That's cool. I just wasn't sure if, because it doesn't look like the other named portion of the map that isn't named Riverview for new folks, and just it looks nice the way it's set up. It doesn't look the same as old newbie
Is
farm.
it so hard to say a name, Moondog?
I want to be respectful to, this is now Riverview, not newbie farm.
Yeah, no. Few people have asked, will I make the map look like Newbie Farm as it was? And I have questioned, should I? And then it's like, if it's going to be a new name, maybe it just needs a new layout as well, and just go with what you've got in game.
Well, I think it looks. It looks. The map itself is the same. It's just the layout of the farm is, quote unquote, different, but it's still not.
Different.
It's not like game-changingly different. It's just a little slight change.
Mhm.
It's updated, upgraded.
Yep. It's, some might
Been
say,
sold-
improved.
Is sold to a new farmer, and he's torn down all the old buildings and put up new stuff.
And it's more friendly towards the bigger equipment, whereas the original, or the final version from 17, it wasn't
You say
really.
was 17.
Yeah.
You say
Couldn't
this like
squeeze
this.
a paperclip down through there.
Say like this. Newbie Farm was 17. Review is 19. Because we're never gonna get newbie into 17. 19.
Where is the...
I'm seeing how many people are paying
First
attention
before I-
in the chat and go, I can't find Riverview for 17. Good luck in finding that one.
Oh. Left. Why?
People are gonna look for newbie now. Wait when you get comments right. When the newbies coming out for 19.
Never. Newbie Farm will never
Yeah.
come out for 19.
Yeah.
Is there a bale over there? Maybe, or it could actually be lime. What's your weather been like, Moondog?
Cold, light snow. And when I mean cold, I don't mean 0. I mean, actually, for you guys in the Celsius readings, it'd be -7, 8.
Yeah,
Sounds like we're the
that's
same.
cold. That's cold.
It's supposed to be actually colder by the end of the week. They're actually considering closing schools possibly if it gets that cold, which means it's actually going to be what is 0 for Fahrenheit over there, -15, -17.
You close school that early?
Well, they're a little special over here. They don't want the kids to get hurt. They're not used to it.
no. Because
I'm sure if they were Alaska, Canada, or Sweden, they'd be a little bit more prepared for colder weather. But I've seen kids still walk into school with not the proper clothing on for 30-degree weather. So
I never planned to close school.
well, yeah, you definitely did not probably have a snow day.
Button 23.
Right, eh?
What is button 23?
23 is the one that would be numbered after 22, but it's probably the opposite side of the wheel.
One of the red buttons.
It is, okay, let's go. 23 is that bottom left. Okay, so you are to abort. Press the wrong button to close the...
It's not the collidable hedge. It's the freaking tree.
The tree.
What are you planning on doing with this field?
Which one's that? Field 5?
Yes.
It's going to just remain as a grass field. Or it'll become a cash crop field.
No. Are you...
Oh, see, part of me says wrap them and the other part says throws in the silage bunker.
Okay, so you're not worried about tedding it, making it hay. It's going to stay as grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why won't that go?
Why am I so laggy? It must be this connection to Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, that will be it.
He's streaming as well, so Moondog.
So
Well, if the
that's...
stream goes down, it's Armor's fault because we're doing multiplayer.
My fault. I'm the best.
And Roy's system can't put up with it. So donations to the Help Roy Get a Better Computer will start now.
Wow. Not get a better internet provider or download
You
better
need the whole. You need
package.
the whole thing. Roy.
I
You
need the whole
package. To handle the better internet, you need a better computer, and so.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just sticking up for the kids. I heard them complaining about their, computer wasn't as good as their dad's, so.
You shouldn't listen to them. The only thing that's different between our computers is their graphics card, and their graphics card is one model lower than mine. And a bit less memory. They've got 16 gigs. They've got half the memory I've got. But they've got the same CPU.
Well, I've been playing stuff that has been high intensity on my machine with Atlas, with the graphics and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Train Sim World is, in depth enough. Why is Train Sim having lag issues as I'm going down through the scenery of England at the moment?
I would love to tell you, but I would have to kill you afterwards.
Well, that's fine.
It's top secret. It's a need-to-know basis only.
Okay. But you understand what I'm saying. It's like, there shouldn't be any buffering on that.
Mm-hmm.
Or stuttering.
Is it a mod or is it a DLC?
No, it's the original one that comes with the purchase of the game.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Other than it's just old and not streamlined. So.
Mm-hmm.
This Train Sim World, I don't have that. I'm running that on just about, maxed out settings.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's that done. Where are you, Armor? Armor?
He's not here.
He's not here.
I don't know.
He's hiding.
He ran down. Is there a bakery on this map?
There is. Did he go to the bakery?
I don't know. You got to find out if I went to the bakery.
If you went to the bakery, uh-oh.
You did say put it on your charge account, right?
Hey, Elvia, Atis. How you doing, bud?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. We're just deciding where the other guys are. Moondog might not be in the grass field that he should be in, and Armor, well, we don't even know where he was going. So, and I'm presuming he took the JD. Let's see. He's by the cows. He's hiding by the cows.
I'm not hiding. I told you, if I'm not here in the field, I'm at the bakery. Putting on your charge account. And if you don't have one, that's too bad. You now have one.
Oh, no, he's not by the cows. He's down at the bottom of field 9. What's he doing down there?
Is he in the river?
Yeah, he might have gone for a swim.
What?
What? He's back.
What?
Never mind. He's got the JD. He's in the JD. He's ploughing. That's what he's doing. Okay. There we go.
We will not complain about that.
No.
We will not.
So let's get this out of the way.
No, it just every once in a while I hit a bit of a lag. It's no problem.
Oh no! Don't just drop it on the floor. Open it up first. That would be a advice. No, that's not opening it. There we go. Now drop it on the floor. No, don't try and run it over as well. Jeez. It's good
How
to
long
hear.
have you been doing this?
Since about 5:30.
Okay. Because, I will make a call to Perry and tell him that, you're having some kind of amnesia issue and you can't figure out how to use equipment anymore.
Perry is playing 19 as well, so.
Kevin is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll just dump that there, because
Your
why
field
not?
5 is half a pass away from being done.
Okay, awesome.
Coffee
Does it-
time. I'll be back.
Yep. Does it need raking or not?
Not much. I
Okay.
probably do without. I put it all in single swath coming out the machine.
Okay.
And then I even tried to put over top of what wasn't picked up the last time into the same row.
Was it on field 5 that I think I saw it? Yeah, I think it was on field 5 near the hedge as you're coming. I think it was at the very top of the field towards field, what is it, 1. On your left, there's a floating tree. Don't worry about it.
I didn't worry about it until now. I couldn't find it.
I was driving past it and I was like, hang on, that doesn't look right. And I will get out of your way unless you're going to. Yeah, you're going up there to find it. Yeah, I literally jumped out to the tractor and I was like, yep, that doesn't look right. No, that doesn't do that either. You can't back the baler through the fence. It just doesn't go.
Listen.
No. Maybe in real life it would, but not in the game.
It depends.
You can go over the fence.
Shut up, cows.
Oh yeah, of course. You're not too far from the farm, so you can hear the cows.
Yeah, I never. But in all these farms, you can hear the animals from far away now. Ugh.
Right, field 1, huh?
Yeah, as you start following the hedge line back down towards the gate out of field 5, but stay on the left, and I think it's a birch. Yeah, it's a birch tree.
Oh, it's this tree that I actually caught
Or was it the...
to begin with, yeah.
Is-
No, it's not much of a...
Yeah, it's only slight, but once you know it's there, you go, every time you go past it, you go, it's still floating.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's the tree that I clipped the first trip through. That tree needs to come out, Roy.
What? Upstairs. Yeah.
That tree needs to come out for so many reasons now.
What, because it's floating?
Floating's the most logical and easy one to get done. Because I clipped it would be another reason.
Ah, okay.
I mean, to be honest, it should probably be in. Okay, you know what? I figured out it's only laying like back towards the gate.
Is it when you're towards the gate? Okay.
Yeah.
Could it be
Like,
your
coming in.
shaders that just need to load up? Because it's
Oh,
loading
I
all the
see.
shaders.
Each time I come through there?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Which one's next? Do you have something else?
47. 16 and 47.
16 and 47. All right.
Oh, hang on. This is actually being turned into a grass texture as well now. So, question is, now field 5, do you show as needing to be ploughed still? You do. Damn. So, Armour, because you've done a lot on 19, does that ever go away if a grass field needs ploughing, or do you have to actually plough it?
You've done more than me, so don't test me.
I've done more than you.
Yeah.
That's extremely helpful. I haven't done lots of grass. That sounds well. I used to do lots of grass when I was a kid. I don't do lots of grass anymore.
I've never done grass.
You haven't lived. I used to do lots of grass on a weekend. Mowing grass. Jeez.
Hasn't Kevin been the one to be doing all this experimenting with the grass stuff?
Yes, he is. He's the one to ask. I used to do a lot of mowing when I was a kid. See, people. So you did a lot of grass. There you go.
Yes, but not
90.
90.
But not in that.
16 is that. 16 can't. Oh, there's nothing on 16.
So there is. There's grass on 16. Or did I say the wrong field? It's a grass field, I'm sure. 16. Let's open that up. Yeah, directly ahead.
That's not 16.
That's 16 that you're going into.
It is 16.
It used to be 15, don't worry. I will let you off.
It was 18 that I was looking at.
Oh, yeah. That was a potato field that got ploughed under.
What, you don't like potatoes?
I'm not going to do a potato field that big and have to lease the equipment. And if I owned the equipment, it would be different. But
And you didn't have me then.
I'm gonna have to put a call into Peter and say that you don't like potatoes no more.
You should do quality pairing. So you need to do the potatoes only.
Same process on 16.
yeah. Yeah, all of them are just going to be grass.
Okay. Do I get any kind of special bonus achievement if I find a tree that's floating or like floating sideways?
You get to take a picture of it and claim that you found it first.
Okay, fair enough.
And name the tree Moondog's tree.
Yeah, you can name the tree then.
I ain't naming it Moondog's tree if it's a goof.
It's because what I'd done is I replaced a lot of trees, so apparently in FS19 that tree that's floating on 5 was floating in 17, but it was probably floating in comparison very, very slightly. But because I changed some trees to birch trees, they don't sit so low in the ground, so it...
Yeah, it's not 17 and 15. Hadn't the trees stumps them all the way in the ground as well?
The ones I don't like that Giants have added are the pine trees are fine, it's just how they've done the pine trees. I don't like how they've got the base on them now. So when you go up a mountain, if a pine tree's on a hill, it looks like it's slightly floating because it sits flat on the ground. The trunk isn't buried in the ground like all the other trees, which is weird.
Don't say it, because I'm near all the trees.
Do like the birch trees in 19 even.
I like the 17 more.
You know, I think I prefer the birch trees now than I prefer them in 19 way more than I did in 17. I didn't like them in 17. And it's, you know, in fact that is a pine tree, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, that tree that's floating, Moondog, is a pine tree.
Yeah.
Two old pine trees. Actually, I've always enjoyed your trees on your maps.
Mm-hmm.
I do prefer the cutting mechanism with the trees in 17, where I'm going down the street and I want to trim a tree.
Yeah.
I can trim a limb without having to own first.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I did on first time we did a server review. Buy the damn land, cut the tree, sell the land.
Yep.
Well, but then if you're buying a tree that you want to do and you don't have any money,
Mm-hmm.
you can't just do that.
No. Then you have to use your equipment and hope you don't get hooked up on it. But if you can take a loan out, I'd definitely buy the land, trim the trees, and then sell the land back and pay the loan off, and then sell all the trimmings that I had done for that little bit of extra cash.
I'm back.
Yep. What's the date? The 28th. So
Yes.
that's what, 3 more days, and regardless if Riverview is live on FSUK or not, it will be uploaded to PCSG. So 31st of January is the official release date of version 2.
Well, you're still waiting on Maypole version 2 on UK, so
Yeah, there's that. There's definitely there. And that'll be that's going on to 2 weeks now.
they're in no big hurry, obviously.
No. You know, I could get over it at Christmas. You know, most people are busy. They ain't interested in just testing. They've got things they need to do. But it's January. It's the end of January almost. You know, most people are busy doing a lot of other things, and all I can think of is a lot of these people who are testing are doing their own mods.
You'd email them and ask them if there was an expedite option that you missed somewhere in the upload process.
There should be a delete option, but there isn't one of them.
Oh, really?
So I can't just say I want this one taken down. I have to contact an admin and say, can you delete this? And then instead of deleting it, what they do is they just decline it.
When they upload eventually version 2, will they delete version 1, hopefully?
Nope.
Themselves?
Nope. I have to tell them delete version 1. Mm-hmm. That one. That was a... I hear the bale counter mod got released, and it will... it works different to FS17 in that it will count the bale types as opposed to every bale is a bale. It's square bales and round bales are separate to, and I believe grass bales are separate to hay bales, silage bales again separate. So every type and every
you don't count your straw bales you've done
Yeah.
round or square.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
How many silage bales you've done.
Yeah.
That way you can go back and go, Armor, where's the extra bale at?
Yeah.
Bale at?
At my base.
You went 16, didn't you? So park here. Oh, actually, I don't need to park. Yeah, actually, I will park because.
Hug. Hug. Hug.
The one thing I do miss is the ability to teleport to a field. So if somebody said, I found this problem on this field, in 17 you could teleport there. Now, you know, you get, you in a vehicle near that field, yeah, can you get out so I can tab to it?
Roy, you're going to have to go tell Prince Edward that he needs to not use as much bandwidth.
Get off the Netflix, Prince.
You want Mini Queen?
Yeah, it could be the Queen that's using all the bandwidth. You never
Are
know.
you going to go tell the Queen to get off the internet? No.
I headed for left.
Yeah.
I mean, she's jumped out of a plane to open the Olympics. And I completely believe that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Which one of all Olympics?
The London Olympics, you did not watch the opening ceremony where she jumped out of the plane to open them? Come on.
There was a lot of Olympics.
Wait for someone to say the first one.
Clearly it was the one that Armor didn't watch. But then again, I didn't watch it either, so...
No, me neither.
I think it's only been to in UK, so
I don't watch the Olympics, though.
the World Cup skiing this year.
I don't watch the World Cup either.
Yeah, but I am home right now. I need to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Our
You
crappy
know-
team didn't participate, so I didn't watch it.
I don't follow football. I don't support any team in football. I support my legs because they support me. It's that simple.
I love football. Or as you call it in soccer.
Other football.
It's okay, it's fun.
Although we're not talking about football this week because
No.
my wife, who's in and now an office pool, has never been in an office pool,
Uh-oh.
and they talked her into, well, just put $10 on this square. Like, well, what square did you pick? What numbers did you pick? I don't know. They just told me to. I'm like, uh-huh. You're the one that they go around and they go, we need someone to just buy this thing so that we have an even pot. Although 50% of the time, they're the one that end up winning somehow. So
Well, definitely.
Beginner's luck, though. Or it's purposely done like that so they can always put the money in every year. Or weekly or monthly, however it's done. hang on. So, am I under the assumption that you've done almost all of the field, or is it just one half you've done so far? This half.
I
Okay.
was working the lines back so that I'm going over top of what's already sort of there in spots.
Yeah.
So I worked back this way so that you could come in and start working the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can.
I've learned something from our mentor who told us how to, correctly drive the fields.
So Roy doesn't play Transport Fever, huh?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do. Yeah. I just haven't played it in a long time.
I was gonna look for some videos, see if you did.
No, I haven't done any videos on Transport Fever. Had to think then.
Thing to come.
Don't forget your popcorn's in there. They didn't hear.
Are you sharing the popcorn?
It's toffee popcorn.
Oh gosh, they're not sharing it.
You know, it was either salted or toffee, and it was like, well, salt's bad for you. Again, so is breathing, but
Yeah.
Should I pick up the bales, Roy?
no, they've got to be wrapped. Silage bales.
Up. I'm in tree. I'm in hedge.
Well, did its job then. It saved you.
No, I was climbing up to get stuff.
You as well.
I was looking for the something.
The wrapper's down on field next to us,
No.
17.
I was gonna do some work for you.
Oh, I haven't got a header trailer, so you'd have to take the combine down to the shop,
I don't know.
or lease in the trailer.
I was looking for a green tree.
Oh, grain trailer. That's in the as you go under the sign. There's it's in the pole barn there.
No, it's done. Almost done at the cows.
Is it down at the cows? Oh, of course it is, because I used it down. Yeah, never mind. Well, okay, go and brush your teeth.
I have to go to see what the sign. It's the last time I saw the sign. Not say Riverview.
No, it doesn't say Riverview. It says Newbie Farm.
It does. Cool.
It does.
Blue.
What's that?
Blue.
Yes, we'll be releasing your balloons soon.
How? It's night. Okay, fine. Let's go.
Roy.
It's better to release it at night. Air's thinner. It will carry further.
Mhm. And also, you ain't standing there for as long watching it fly away.
That, but
Roy, I cannot release a header
Why?
because I don't have permission.
You don't what?
Give me permission here.
I need to give you permission on the farm. Armor needs to be promoted to. Oh, I can check the boxes. So, buy vehicles, resell vehicles, buy placeables, sell placeables, hire assistants, manage contracts, trade animals, create fields, landscaping. None of them is what I was looking for. So, promote to farm manager. Yes. Moondog, promote to farm manager. Yes. No, everything is possible.
now, farm manager has the ability to start accounts down at the bakery. You know that.
How do you know there isn't already accounts down at the bakery? I deliver them
just
eggs,
saying.
remember?
Well, I'm just saying that. It's,
Oh, hang on. Actually, I delivered the eggs to the farm shop this time. Never mind.
what? Move.
Tap to the dam. Come on.
I don't know which way I'm going at the moment. You have to hold on here
Yep.
because
At least
I'm like
something.
kind of like it's staying up there in the red or 200.
Yeah, the same red, but it's
Yeah.
stable.
Well, no, mine's bounces real high every.
What's
once in a
that?
while.
Your
It's got
ping?
nothing to- yeah.
Oh.
That's why it's lagging. It's don't stop doing it. It's on me.
It's because he's streaming.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't help with the kids with their internet on. Plus, they're using Wi-Fi for the fucking tablet. Plus, I'm using Wi-Fi for my tablet to watch my own stream. So there's a lot of bandwidth being used in the house.
Go to bed, kids. Time for bed.
Will be crying.
It is actually. That's why they've been and brushed their teeth.
Uncle Moondog said, "Time for bed, kid."
Yeah, that's strange because I normally tell them that they can stay up. And then Roy promptly says, "Well, they're coming to your house." Oh,
Exactly.
tonight they got to make up for all the other nights I've said they can stay up. Got to go to bed early.
Well,
47 entrance is
fuck.
up on the hill around the corner.
It is, yes. Heading towards the bakery. What's that? Okay. Yeah, at 7 o'clock we'll go and release the balloon. And
Towards the bakery.
Yep.
Release the balloon.
Here, the bakery.
yeah, because he had his birthday and he, so and he wants to release the balloon. Personally, I wanted to release it the day after, the night of his birthday, but he wants to keep it for a little bit longer. And I was like, you do realise it won't go down. It'll take at least a week or so, unless I give it a helping hand. He was like, no, you can't burst it.
No, don't burst it.
Well,
See?
are you releasing it with an address so that they contact him back? Is that what the goal is, or
No, I'm telling him to hold on to it and seeing if it floats. Let's see if it takes him up.
Oh, balloons, is it?
Huh?
no?
Oh, it's only one balloon.
The
Only
release
one.
of the balloon. Are you releasing it so that you can see how far it gets and we'll find out, or is it just to release it, let it go because you're tired of it?
It's just to release it, just to say goodbye. I mean, personally, I would have just left it on its stand and just thrown it in the garden, and eventually it would have just deflated. With the cold temperatures, it would have gone down a lot quicker, but yeah, or I'd have just gave it a helping hand. But
Put a sticker on it and release it, see how far it goes. People will contact him.
yeah, that's a really good idea until it ends up in the jet of a plane, and then they come back and go, you owe us X amount of billions. I do, and we're also arresting you on murder.
Or he's taking it to the extreme where it's going to down the plane because of it being sucked into the engine. Well,
No, where we are, we don't get many planes fly over. It's very rare you see a plane fly over.
yeah. But
So
we're banking on the fact that if it goes east enough, it gets over into Amsterdam, Germany, and then now you've got an international incident.
I look at China and Japan, where they release their lanterns. They ain't turned around saying, "Oh, that's wrong." They're saying we should stop doing that because what's happening is they're when they come back down, they're burning crops and houses and things. That part's the dangerous part.
Well, those lanterns are actually supposed to burn out before they lose enough heat to settle down.
Yeah, but there has been apparently instances where they haven't, and they've burnt some things.
It's when sometimes they get too warm, so they do a small hole in the...
I don't know. Is it the Chinese who do that and the Japanese do it in the ocean? They just release little boats with candles on in the ocean, or is it both cultures do the same? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
lighting up.
I cover my butt and say it's an Oriental thing. That sort of covers general area.
That's cheating.
Wrong and it's Korean,
That's
Because you cannot use rockets anymore on New Year's because it's dangerous for animals. Well,
yeah. You can't use
Dangerous
rockets.
to animals. Dangerous for your neighbors where that thing falls back down. It's still hot and hits their hard asphalt shingled roof and lights their house on fire.
Hey, we're getting laser shows now instead.
Laser shows.
Yeah. Instead of rocket shows. Laser shows.
But just to let you know, when we have to extricate this Big M from the immovable hedge,
Mm-hmm.
it's the Dark Lord's fault.
Noted. So which hedge are you stuck on?
I'm not stuck on any yet.
Okay. Good to know.
Expert driver. Expert
Yep.
driver.
Okay.
I learned how to drive in project cars.
I thought you was going to say I learned how to drive in Wreckfest. It's all good.
No. I don't give any credit to Wreckfest.
You don't? Okay.
I learned how to squash Roy in Rallycross.
In Rallycross?
Yeah, I used that a lot in F1 when I raced.
You used to squash me in F1?
I did T2 with like pretty cars sometimes.
You've never beat me in F1.
No, I never beat you, but I have been.
There's that as well.
I've touched you a lot of times. Because you think I brake too early.
Oh yeah, well you do brake too early. Everybody brakes too early for me. Apart from Stu, who sometimes doesn't brake at all.
Take the corners car.
Mm-hmm.
You had the crop trajectory. That is good when you do rallycross in that 4. You shift down. That is perfect brake.
Yeah, well that's what you do in F1 and in normal racing. You engine brake. You know, just change down gears. And you know, if you're going to run wide, you ain't going to slam the brakes on because you know you're going to run wide. You just change down a gear and let the deceleration be enough to hopefully keep you in track bounds. If you're having to hit the brake because you're running wide, it's already too late. Or at least that's how I see it.
I have a question. What is my button profile settings too? Not like the F1 settings.
F1 settings.
Yeah, Farm Sim Racing settings.
I don't know, that retriever's interesting.
It's my
Definitely, you can definitely slide that around corners. The problem is it spins out too easy as well. So what I'll do is I'll get to the end of this row, turn off the engine, jump out the track to go and release their balloon, and then I'll be straight back. And that means I can turn their everything off on their computer as well. Might help with the lag. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Any balloons or planes that could fall down from the sky due to engine failures of balloons being sucked in, please contact Cavalier Roy at.
You went quiet.
That's the address, if you can remember that.
I thought you left, Roy.
No, I had to hear. I had to hear what Moondog was going to come out with. Because I knew he would say something.
It's Riverview / Newbie Farm. He monitors, okay? Someone's
So,
on it, especially me. He's monitoring.
so if a plane or anything accidentally happens due to a balloon, if it happens in Asia though, nothing to do with me because there's no way the balloon got from here to there.
No, probably not.
Most likely, within within a few hours of the balloon being released, it'll be on its way back down to the planet because it would have deflated due to the cold temperatures.
Oh yeah.
So,
If you get that long.
Yeah. So it might land on somebody's head. Don't be alarmed. It was intentional. Back in a sec.
Then again, if it's landing on someone's head and you didn't notice the balloon coming down, get your head out of your phone and look around occasionally.
Yeah.
well, I didn't know you know what fun was like. Okay. Well, wow.
His stream's awfully quiet when he talks so that people pay attention and stay interested. All
You're
four
looking
people that are watching, which would be Stardog, Moondog, Armor, and Cavalier Roy.
I'm kind of half watching, so
Okay, but you're in the stream. It says for
I am.
watching. Yeah.
certainly.
And the only thing is Roy's tractor with beacon on. Ah!
And that would be Armor running into a hedge.
I'm back.
Come back.
And I'm gonna leave again because I need to get some food. And we're back in. Five people watching right now. Oof.
Don't know. Assume they know he's coming back.
No, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I had to check over the wife. She slipped on the ice, fell.
Oh no. She all right?
She smacked her arm and hip and head. No visible damage,
Well, that's no good.
but give it a couple hours. She's definitely going to be sore.
That's why I went to town to get some ice, salt for the sidewalk before this Arctic blast gets here.
Yeah, I figured I'd just do it the old-fashioned way. I'll just take my hose, attach it to the hot water, and just hose it all down.
Yeah, there you go.
Melt it all down, be all gone. Then you just have the slight glimmer,
Right.
and the sunshine will actually melt that. Better than the freaking ice caking on the brick driveway that I've got.
Or do like me. Leave the snow on.
It packs in and becomes an ice sheet anyways then.
So I don't have anything to remove the snow. Full one.
I would do the salt, but salt costs what, $9 a bag?
Yeah, well, $7.99. Yeah.
Yeah. And which is a fair price for what it does, but at the same point,
It's price.
$8 for a bag or $8 for dinner. I think I went to dinner.
Yes.
So,
Are you really back?
I'm back, yes.
okay. Where did you want this park break? And then I got a question for you before you jump back in that baler.
Okay, go on.
Where,
So
The
the mower goes back up by the sheep.
by the sheep.
Yeah,
The sheep in the same area.
they are. It's where you found it, by the sheep.
I just drove off from where it was parked. I didn't look at where I picked it up from.
Okay. Yeah, in any one of the sheds up by the sheep.
Okay. What about this tree? Can this tree stay?
Which tree's there?
The one that I'm leaning against trying to push over.
Are you trying to tell me that you've been bored all this time?
No, I actually had to stop and I was putting this away and I had to stop because the wife slipped on the ice
Oh, okay.
and such. So now it's put away.
Mm-hmm. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's okay. We think. So, tractor has the baler. You're in it again.
Do you want the baler? You can have the baler. I'll happily do the wrapping.
You want wrapping done?
Mm-hmm. So which one are you doing, the wrapping or the baling? It's up to you. You're doing the wrapping. Okay.
Look at the positive side right now. You have a lot of base now.
Yeah. I ain't gonna need any bales for a long time. But then, how many silage bales do you think it'll take to fill the cow's trough up? And it's what, nearly 400,000 grass.
Mix ration.
So, and then there's TMR I've got to make loads of. I was hoping that there would be a placeable mixing station out by now, but apparently not yet.
But I took a while in 17 as well.
Maybe, did I really miss that bit there? I did. Wow. Maybe in,
Couple of weeks, months.
yeah.
Like baseball mixes and mother stuff, but to take your times now, we're doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because we look at whoops, they're doing GPS now. He's taking his time redoing everything from scratch, so
I guess we didn't like that bail. We just slung it off. Good to see that still happens.
what's the reason?
The what? You're moving away from your mic, so you go really quiet every so often.
I don't know why that is, because I have the mic same distance always.
No, you do go really quiet every so often.
I don't know what that is. That is Discord.
So what was you asking?
What are you gonna do with the cotton?
Why do you want to harvest the cotton?
No, I was asking.
If
What's wrong with harvesting cotton?
If you want to harvest the cotton, harvest the cotton. Just lease the harvester. I ain't buying. Well, I can't afford it anyway. Can't afford to buy it. But yeah, because I won't be growing cotton again. Well, I didn't grow cotton in the first place. That's just how it started. That field started with cotton. If you don't want to harvest it, then plough it. Either way, I'm not fussed.
You don't have any money to lease it either.
I don't have a what?
You cannot lease it either.
What the why are you,
Harvester.
there isn't enough money?
Yep. It's got 24,000 for lease it.
Jeez.
Oh, then you're on plowing duty.
Yeah.
I'm a harvest duty.
Why? What you harvesting?
Steal your sunflowers.
You're stealing the sunflowers?
Steal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I need to look at this one again.
Might need to buy a new one.
This is on a headset, so. Do that then.
But that's quiet.
Quiet.
Oh, I've already done 5 yet. That's quiet compared to what you was just. You might have a broken wire in your headset.
Listen.
Still the same,
This.
but that's loud.
Yeah.
So I take it you're practically eating your mic at this point then. But then I have got you turned down in Discord as well. But I've got everybody turned down to the same number. And I don't have any problems hearing anybody else.
That is my mic sensitivity.
Well, that will be why.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Good? Bad?
Yep. No, good. If that's 50 right now, then that's good.
I hate racing.
Anno 2205 on sale for $10.
I'm looking forward to the new one. I know 1800.
I know, me too.
That looks really good.
I love the 1404.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's on sale too right now for $3.75.
Wow. Might have to buy that.
Gold edition. Dawn of Discovery is what it's called on Steam.
Classic.
That is a great game though.
Yeah, it is.
Still great visuals too after all these years.
There's a few other games that came out trying to mimic somewhat the success of 1404 and 1602, but they couldn't do it.
2070 on sale too. I don't have that one.
What was Patrician? That's a good game.
$7.50.
But Patrician's pretty much, what was it based
Patrician's
on?
free.
Port Royal.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the new Port Royal. I haven't played it. I own it. I haven't played it though. So
The NO 2070 pretty good. Or did you play?
I never played it. I wasn't into the modern stuff. It was like Command and Conquer. It was the old stuff was good. The new way it became space and all that. It was like, yeah, don't interest me. Futuristic.
All right. Well, you're going to have to take over here. I'm going to have to.
Yep.
Check out.
Yep, definitely appreciate all of your help.
Okay.
You're welcome. Make sure no bones are broken.
Mm-hmm.
She's okay.
She's pretty resilient. What's up with me? She's really
Careful.
resilient.
Well,
There you go. We're going to leave that parked right like that. Make it simple. All right. I'll get this later.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I know this is dying.
I think when I'm done with selling off, because I think you're gonna sell the sunflowers.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yep.
I'm done with them, you could make some dinner. I'm
Yeah,
starting
I-
to starve.
Well, I will be getting done with the stream around about when you've done the sunflowers. I'll probably end the stream and then I'll order my food in. Either or else I'll just throw a tray full of chicken nuggets in and indulge on them, and then go, 20 minutes later, another tray load of chicken nuggets.
I have a microwave food.
I don't eat microwave food. It's bad for you.
I know, but the thing is, I cannot. In my fridge are too low.
Uh-huh.
Go down there with my bag.
I ate a lot of microwave food when I was a kid.
Yeah, but my mom bought it. So my mom bought this for me, so I can do some, so I can eat something.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than eat one. It's one sandwich per day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Well,
eat, return this header. Yes, on return this header. Now I want to find my tractor. Hope we make money back on the header now.
money back. We spent money on a header.
Leasing it.
Okay.
Why
have you-
This cost lease. So we will see. Up. There's entrance to the field, please. Lag. I want to turn into the field so I can enter combine.
That's a good view from there. You can see all the way over to the farm. Can watch Armor from here and make sure he's doing a proper job.
Can you see me?
No.
Because I'm looking at the stream. One där eller something. Something. Graveyard.
Yep. Where sunflowers will go. I think it was the port. That was.
Graveyard.
Is it the freight yard? Okay. We have any sunflowers in storage?
You had it in the small car. The
Oh, in the retriever.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the retriever is not here because you didn't enable it.
Ah. So we lost them sunflowers. There was only 400 and some litres anyway. It's fine. Oops. There's that. Anyway, there is some in this. There is some in the silo then. So sunflower as well.
And drawing up right now.
Mhm.
I like this sound when you press the four-wheel drive stuff on enough.
I haven't turned that on at all. Never used it.
You have the on all the time, so
I do.
yeah, it's on automatically.
Okay. Okay. So I have used it. I just haven't used it without. Apparently. Good to know.
Because this one works because before with 17 drive control, your fuel gauge went down when you use full drive.
Mhm.
Now it's opposite. Now when you turn full drive off, fuel saves. Come on, tractor.
Not many more passes to go.
Yep. Don't wanna go in a hedge now. Important load of sunflowers. Half a trailer.
Yep. Definitely important.
I was gonna say something different, but up free.
Just so
Did
you
you
know.
really?
Yep. Just so you know. Caught that on stream.
You did?
Mhm.
I'm blaming with your internet, so. So. I didn't get stuck.
No.
Like when you look at the rear wheel mirror, I see the seat sitting in, but I don't see the body. See
Yeah.
the and no one.
That's the weird. That's the weird thing.
The same in ETS as well. So
Mhm.
up. Yeah, that looks weird.
Mm.
I missed the pylon.
You missed. Well, I'd be.
In
I was going to say, how did you miss a pylon when there are no pylons?
I mean, fence pie.
Ah, okay.
Post. Let's do the map. Print screen. It looked very weird. Because to the end of everything and the wooden beams are floating. I don't think it should be that like that. I like this CCB.
The fast track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's nicer than the old ones. Damn good view in it.
Mhm.
Let's see. Should come up on the port. In the fresh yard soon. This place I remember did this one with the truck. With MR.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Yeah.
I'm barely. We need to go from the spinnery. I've had a different way up then. This one is different. That one was more straight up. What the? Have you changed this as well, Larry?
Nope.
Because the other one was straight.
Oh, actually, yeah. I was going to have it a different design, and then
Money.
didn't do it. Yep.
Yep. We made up the money.
9,000, 9.5 even.
Yeah.
Half a tray load of
And-
sunflower.
Yeah. Sunflower is good.
Soybeans
Yes.
better though.
You get more for sunflower. You get more yield is better on sunflowers. It was the 17 because I noticed because I did it on Steffenbach. And I was thinking the fields for I was gonna say 10 and 7 on review size.
Hmm.
So I will not set that big. Fully fertilized and plowed and everything. But I'm not gonna get that much. Yeah, my comma have 10,000 capacity. I got 40,000 for 2 field. Okay. And it paid 1,000 per. Liters.
D-R-N-K.
No, D-R-I-N-K, not A-N-K.
Someone doing homework?
No, he's just come down and basically gone. He was D-R-A-N-K, and I'm like, and
I did not say that.
what did you say then?
Drink.
Yeah, I know you said drink, but you said it sounded like drank.
I said drink.
D-R-I-N-K.
I said that.
Okay, then you spelt it correctly then.
Do you have any boxes?
Boxes? Why, when do you need them for?
Thursday.
Thursday? I'll get you boxes for Thursday.
Yes, they will sell from Aldi, I think.
No, I won't buy you boxes. I will just save you the boxes that whatever boxes we have empty. You've got some cereal boxes, for example.
Oh yeah, I'm making a vehicle out of my boxes. Yeah, but I need a massive box. I'm making a Tudor house.
You're making a what?
Tudor
A
house.
Tudor house.
I'm just making a vehicle. No, I need a big box.
And here's me thinking he's making something interesting like a rocket or a volcano.
Yeah, but I need a big box. Dad.
You need a big box.
A big.
What is that? So you can climb inside of it and hide from the teacher? Maybe. Okay.
But I just need it for
I'll
my
get you a
Tudor
suitcase.
house. No, I need a Tudor I need a box.
What?
I need a big box.
It would be a big box. Well, it'd be a big bag.
Oh, you know what, Dad?
What's that, Kai?
I am making a vehicle at school.
Are you? Please don't tell me you have to sit in this vehicle.
I think so. I don't know.
You think so? We might have problems there.
But they all need little boxes.
You just need little boxes. Oh, tiny boxes, like matchbox kind of size boxes.
You're in school with one of them. I need a little. This one? Nah, too much.
You see, if you take that one in, you can show the back of it and go, look, there's the picture of my car. I don't need to make one now.
No, it's big. A tiny box.
It's got to be smaller than that. Okay.
Make your own box then.
Okay, well, why do you have to sit in it then? How are you going to fit it?
All those cows keeping you busy with silage.
Let's see where they will be. The silage is 157,000 litres in there, and they're not even in the green yet.
Oh, God.
Not even half full. So, yeah. It's around a 400,000 litre mark would be for grass to be full.
There are a million a lot of boxes in the little room.
There are, but you're not having them
Why?
because they're all in use. Go on then, up to bed. Yes, I will get you boxes. Don't panic.
Hey, look! I can bring them in tomorrow.
I won't be getting them tomorrow. I'll be getting them when I get them before Thursday. Or Wednesday.
Someday.
Kids. So yeah, 157,434 litres, and they would need a load more. Oh, I've just got armoured.
You got it for a long time ago.
I can honestly say that's a very hollow tractor and trailer you've got there.
Yeah.
It's your trailer and tractor, so don't blame me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My used to
Two
be
boxes
faster
of
than front
eggs.
loader.
2 boxes of eggs and...
Now this is one thing you can, if you look around on Roy's maps, you're never gonna find a press wash.
No.
One thing you have to buy.
No, you don't buy. If the tractor is dirty, it means it's done its job, it's doing well.
Right, I never clean my stuff.
Anything that's clean has a problem. Can you stop flashing me, please? So, right, well, I guess there's armour. I guess we're done, because clearly armour's jumping on my head right now. That looks so weird. At least they got the animation better.
Yeah.
But you can see people crouch now.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And that you can see people run, and they really put a lot of effort into it by leaning into their turns. Although the fact that how you run and you keep your arms out down like that, you know, you're trying to act like Arnold Schwarzenegger with your arms down, big
It took a
muscular
long
guy.
time to decide what Unity package to buy for this
For which?
game. Is this Unity?
No, this is their own engine.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe they switched to Unity.
I like how you can jump 5 meters now.
Please tell me why. Ask me or tell me why we're watching armour jump around. Monkey business.
I don't know.
So,
This is my business, climbing tree.
well, on that note, we're going to end, and I'm going to thank everybody for coming and watching, and hope you liked what you saw. If you did, hit the like button, hit the sub, and hit the bell icon.